Jody G says, what do you guys think of squatting to different heights? So doing ass to grass squats and also quarter squats, and would you use them to increase performance of your athletes? To be honest, I like people to have a really nice looking squat. I like athletes, weightlifters, powerlifters, whatever it is. I like them firstly to be able to do a semi-high bar or a mid-bar squat that's as deep as they can kind of go under control. I like that to be powerful. I like it to be really secure, stable, and then I want them to do almost all of their squatting in those positions. There are one or two cases, like one or two specific use cases where an athlete will squat to parallel or to just above parallel. There's certainly people on our books or in the Sika stable at the moment who do squats to parallel or to just above parallel. They do a lot of volume there. They do it with a relatively narrow stance and their toes pointed straight ahead. I've used those squats quite extensively in the past, as you've probably heard us talking about. But that's a very specific use case, and I would say with all athletes, none of them start off doing that. And that isn't plan A, B, C, D, or E. That is usually multiple iterations of multiple different plans down the road when we finally say, okay, fuck it, you're going to have to go for this and just really try and use it. Because I think the motor pattern of a full depth squat is very valuable for every single athlete. And it's just the really specific cases where I think those squats to parallel with a narrow stance are beneficial.
I did them for quite a while as well when I was the wrong body weight for me. So they do help. I did them on back squats for a bit. It was just good to learn how to, especially because I was hypermobile and I had a lot of kind of instability, especially my lower body and upper body. So just my ability to kind of maintain some kind of posture at the bottom could have been better. And it was something I tried off my own back for a period of time. I'm not sure, going back now, if I was helping myself, I wouldn't do it that way, but it certainly had its benefits. I'm definitely open for people to using different levels of squats because it definitely has its uses. I just haven't had an athlete yet in my one-to-ones where I've had to use it for them, but I'd definitely be more than ready for it to be used if so needed. So I have a new gentleman starting soon who's like 6'3" and he's primarily focused on strength and he's quite strong. So it's possible they may feature. Sometimes as well, the way we're talking about this now, so Fitz has used it for some athlete, use it for herself. Sometimes there's many different ways of fixing a problem, and it may just be your general feelings on the topic at the time or your general notions on why something might be used. So you might fix something one way, and then a different time you might be like, you know what, this might work, I'm going to see if it works. And then you've like 2 or 3 different options for things to be fixed. So there's other ways of fixing things, and there's some of them are very drastically different. So it's just kind of interesting. It's not that I wouldn't use them, it's just that I have not used them in that case, so something like this certainly has its benefits, different depths. It demonstrates a lot of control. For example, Miso, when we went over there, they do different stance squats. I don't know if they still do them. Mm-hmm. They'll do really narrow stance and really wide squats. After his heavy squat sessions, he'll just do like 2 or 3 sets of 10. He said it kind of protects them from catching snatches or clean and jerks funky in the bottom position, which I think is kind of like a poor man's tool of like addressing some kind of mobility issues in the bottom. So that's probably why they do them.